Hey guys, I had some coffee tonight and I can't sleep, and there's this idea for a video that's been ruminating in my head. So me and Shauna were talking about a recent trip she had to Walmart and how completely impersonal and robotic and unfriendly the cashier that she had was. She said that she ended up going through a cashier, which was because the self-checkout was packed, but there was a cashier open. So I've got this theory that's been kind of ruminating in my head that I don't know if Walmart even really wants us in their stores anymore. I think they just kind of like to get rid of us altogether shopping in their stores. And here's my reasons why I think that. So self-checkout. Our local Walmart removed most of their registers in a remodel a couple years ago, and it's a small town Walmart, not a big giant super center, just a medium-sized super center. The self-checkout, I think it's great. I like self-checkout when it's like a one option, and especially you have a small order, you have a couple things in your hands, you don't have to wait in line for them. Self-checkout was great, but it's kind of turned into almost the only option at a lot of stores. They keep replacing more and more and more with cashiers with self-checkout. I especially hate stores like Menards where it's like we have a cashier, but they're just going to watch you scan stuff. That's incredibly stupid to me. I see that more and more too. We'll pay somebody to watch you work. I'm just like, why? This is so stupid. So, just annoying the crap out of me when I'm over here scanning and there's employees all clustered around just hanging out talking. I'm like, pay me. Don't pay them. Pay me. But anyway, some Walmarts are making self-checkouts a perk. Like you have to have a Walmart Plus subscription, whatever that is. And they limit them to 15 or fewer items. That's a new thing. It's not here. I haven't seen it yet, but it's apparently something they're trying. I actually kind of like that idea, but not when that's the only real option. If there's like 2 or 3 cashiers working, and you're saying, well, you got to pay if you want a speedy checkout, do your own checkout. I'm like, what? It just seems so backwards to me. Not a fan of that. So you paying a subscription to use the only real option you might have. So sticking to the front end, if you do find a checkout lane with a cashier and you don't have to wait in line forever for it, they seem to be trained to almost be weird or annoying. Like, I don't mind weird small talk. I actually like human interaction. I don't mind that. But I don't want to feel like I'm putting them out. I don't want to feel like I'm inconveniencing them. And sometimes I feel like they're like, oh, great, I got to go over here to my register and I've got to take this person's items. They could have just went over to self-checkout and left me alone. I don't blame the workers. I mean, because they're workers, they're not, the management's the problem. If management doesn't want customer service to be a priority, then it won't be. And the employees show that. So I think that's the issue. Now, if you've paid for your order and you walk out, unless my old Walmart where I used to live, you would almost have to wait in line a lot to get out of the store. There would be a person checking your cart if you had any items in your cart, and people would just gladly line up and stand there and wait for a person to check their receipt. I'm really against that. I've got a big problem with it. If you can't do it right when we check out, it's not my responsibility. I think that's a horrible idea. I would just walk right past these people, and sometimes they'd say something to me. Just keep walking. Most of the time I'd shove the receipt in their face and be like, yeah, I bought this $1 bag of kitty litter. So it's like, it's not a bad idea to check people. It's a good idea to check people when they have like $500 TVs. They're walking out with a huge expensive item in a box. Check their receipt. They're walking out with a bag of cat food or, a gallon of milk or something, and all their other stuff's bagged. They probably didn't steal that gallon of milk. So just be common sense with it. Check the expensive items, leave other people alone. Next on my list, and this is the curbside pickup service. I think this is the future. Curbside and delivery for like a special fee. I think that's the future Walmart wants to eventually push everybody into. These employee shoppers with their giant carts and running around, they're sometimes pretty hard to deal with, hard to shop around. I mean, they're not unfriendly, but at the same time, they're busy. They got to fill this order. They don't have time to, get out of your way sometimes. And so it's kind of backwards. I just think that it's so weird that Walmart will pay employees to shop for you and then force you to scan your own items. Isn't that backwards? Like, I'm supposed to shop and you're supposed to scan me and check me out and be a cashier. is so different. It doesn't make any sense to me. So here's my theory: Walmart was social engineering us to migrate all to like a shopping online, like not an in-person experience, but instead you'll pull up and somebody will come out, put the stuff in your car, or maybe it shows up in your house, like I said, for maybe a little small fee. Just a completely shopperless store, like just a Walmart warehouse, and kind of like Amazon. You just get stuff sent to you, or you go pick it up, but you don't get to go shop. And if you think about this, the advantages for a shopperless Walmart store are huge. Like far less employees for them, far less liability having people in their store, a lot less shrinkage, shoplifting, far less security concerns. And in a lot of ways, it'd just be a lot more convenient for the shopper too. I mean, I know a lot of people who do this, and they say it's the only way they shop now, but and nobody really probably wants to go shop at Walmart, unless you're like, I don't know, looking at something fun and cool, but like vinyl records at Walmart or whatever. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, maybe it's the future that we actually want. I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. Like I'm grown up shopping and in stores, and the idea that I just shop for everything on an app or online and it just shows up or I go pick it up is it's kind of scary for a Gen Xer like me. So anyway, thanks. That's my idea. If you think I'm completely crazy, comment. If you think it's a stupid conspiracy theory, comment. If you have any crazy Walmart stories, it'd be fun to hear them. So thanks. See you later.